I just realized my mic was off the whole time. My gosh. So mid. So mid. Ooh, okay, let's start again. Hi, Scribble Squad. This is the start of the stream when I go and edit it. Um, it's a draw and chat. So welcome. Thanks for joining. If you are around, jump in the chat and say hi. I like to chat while I draw, and it gives me something to talk about. So, as I was saying when I flicked the screen before, please go and follow me on all of those social medias. That'll come up again later. I stopped talking because I don't know if I'd set a mic for that scene, and I didn't want to just be rambling on to nothing. So, all stuff to figure out. Eh? We get better each stream, and that's all we can do. So, we're in the scene. It's time to draw. So, as I say every time, if you're on Twitch, I have a suggestion box in my About page right under the About Me section. Um, if you have anything you'd like to see me draw, throw your suggestions in there. Couple of rules: must be safe for work. I do, as a job, write and draw graphic novels for children and middle grade audiences, and I would like to stick within that general area in case readers are watching, because they will be kids. Otherwise, I'm pretty open to stuff. I tend to stick to comics and cartoon stuff, but you never know. So yeah, drop them there, or you can drop them in the chat if we're chatting away in the stream. And otherwise, hit me up on social media, which once again, pretty easy stuff. Mostly all the same tag. So what are we going to draw? I actually don't know. So last time we drew Squirrel Girl, and that was really fun. This time I was contemplating doing Wonder Woman because I like Wonder Woman, or Superman. I did a Captain America picture yesterday. I didn't do it on the stream. I wish I had now. But you can go check that on my social medias at Mike Hartigan in case you didn't see the last screen. Um, and that was a fun one as well. Or I can just start scribbling original characters and stuff, which is what I might do for this one. I'm thinking we go somewhere in the feline arena. First, before I start drawing, gosh, I'm just stalling in. This is a book that I like. It is by Franco and Scoot McMahon. Both people I like very much. Both people's work I like very much. Just trying to get it correctly on the camera. Spot On Adventure. It came out from Action Lab Comics. It's came out a while ago, and I think you can still get it on Amazon. This is one of my legitimately favorite comics to read, and it gives me a smile and it makes me want to make comics every time I read it. So once again, Spot On Adventure by Franco and Scoot McMahon. Go check them out on the internets and definitely check out their book. Really cool. Okay, let's get drawing. So once again, if you're in the chat, jump in and say hi. Otherwise, yeah, I'll try and carry the conversation alone. If you have any questions about the drawing process or how I've linked up my iPad and everything so you can watch, because man, that took me a while. Probably shouldn't have. I'm not the most tech savvy person, I guess. But once I got all the programs and stuff that I actually liked, it's been quite easy, minus the technical difficulty we just had a few minutes ago. So yeah, I'm open to questions. Questions about drawing, I'll try my best. By no means am I any expert, but yeah, or about my journey, whatever. just jump in. If you just want to chat about random movies, TV shows, comics, whatever, it's all good. Mm, so I have no plan, camera. I have no plan for what I am doing on this drawing, so I'm just going to wing it, and we'll just change things as we go if required. So I'm also thinking maybe I should wait till more people are in the chat, but I'm thinking that once my kids are back at school and I can get onto some sort of regular schedule, what I'd like to do is once or twice a week, depending on my work schedule. I think my camera just moved. Depending on my work schedule, is do one of these live streams where I just draw and chat. And then once a week, I'd like to do one that I'm tentatively going to call the Scribble Squad show, and have a fellow creative on with me, and we either just sit here and chat about what we do and what we like and stuff like that, or we chat and draw. So it'll be up to the guests, because some of the guests won't be artists, but there'll be other types of creatives, writers and things like that. So if that is appealing sounding, yeah, if that sounds appealing to you as a viewer, then let me know, because it's something I'm quite seriously considering. I've reached out to a few of my pals on the internet, and I have some interest of, for guests to come on the show. So it could be all go, and I think that'd be pretty fun. So yeah, that is potentially coming soon. Speaking of coming soon, and I'm just going to pimp this every time because well, I guess sort of have to, eh? November from Paper Cuts, Franco and I are releasing our book Chase Feedington, which is super fun. An Indiana Jones esque adventure type thing. The main character Chase is a young boy. He I don't know how much I'm allowed to say. I guess plot synopsis is alright. Not the actual plot, but the pitch of the book. I guess he's sort of he's a adventurer. He works for the Queen and basically races around the world to beat his nemesis um, from retrieving rare artifacts, which could help the bad guys take over the world. So it's his job to get there first, keep the world safe, and it is fun. He's accompanied by his dog, which is supposed to be a bulldog, but I drew it, so it's a dog, um, bulldog adjacent maybe, um, called Rigby, as in Eleanor, as in the Beatles. And in the first story, there be dragons. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty fun, and I hope you'll check it out. So coming out in America anyway, in November, from Paper Cuts. It has been announced, but we haven't done a cover reveal yet. Um, Actually, you know what? That's wrong. So yeah, look out for that. And unannounced project is still unannounced, so therefore I cannot talk too much. as I say, it's probably like the worst kept secret. But until it is announced, I can't officially say anything, except that, yeah, I am finished it. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it might have actually gone off to the printers this week, which means it's real. And if all goes to plan, that'll actually come out um, before Chase, because that is going to be my debut book. I assume I'm allowed to say that much. I don't know. I don't think the people that will tell me off are watching the stream, so it might be all right. But I'm not going to say any more until it's announced. Pretty sure I made some decisions yesterday about some things pertaining to that project, which I'm hoping means that now that it's off at the printer and now that I've made my suggestions on those decisions for whatever they count, an announcement will be imminent. So that'll be exciting. The other announcement I said that was going to be coming relating to something else might not be coming this week after all, because it may clash with things that are unrelated, but would take the focus away. All things that have to be thought about, see? So that may be delayed till next week, but I'm not sure. But as soon as that announcement's out, trust me, I will be all over it in terms of um, shouting it out. It's exciting though. It's an exciting time to be Mike. And it's exciting to be able to share it with all you guys. So come along for the ride. And hopefully you enjoy the stuff enough to stick around so the ride continues. All right. So we will carry on with this fella. This is a character I am developing early stages because I've got lots of work to do. I was toying around with the idea of changing him from an adventurer like he is now um, to maybe a secret agent, like a Bond-esque one. My only issue with that, the reason I wanted to change actually first is because he's sort of very close to maybe what Chase is in terms of like if I released Chase and then I released this book, it might look like a one-trick pony kind of situation. Um, Story-wise, they're not the same, but I mean the general idea, right? Like the globe-trotting Indiana Jones-esque adventure thing. Um, my only issue with the secret agent thing is comparisons to things like Danger Mouse, especially because he wears a patch. So I don't know. Maybe I just don't make him British, but then does that make it look like even more of a ripoff? No, I don't know. So we'll see. I'll think of something. I really want to make a pirate book. I have an idea for a pirate book, but I was told that people aren't buying pirates at the moment. Then I saw an announcement from somebody that one of their clients released a pirate book. So I don't know, man. I'm lost. I don't know. I'd really like to do a pirate one. I don't want to draw boats and stuff, but adventures, you know. So anyway, we'll fix all the rest up in post, as I say every stream. Um, That is rather quick, isn't it? Just any random shape. Gosh, here's a little trick. Put on the drawing guide in Procreate. Probably don't need to adjust it in this case. When I do comics, I usually drop that grid size down to 50, so it's a bit the squares are smaller. But for what we're doing today, it's probably okay. I'm only using it loosely. I just want to get it generally straight because we'll add stuff to it anyway. Um, Also, as I ask every time in the chat, if you are there and are able to comment and tell me, is the audio okay? I'm using my new mic that I brought in the hopes that I'll be able to get some crisp, smooth audio. So I'm hoping I haven't got echo and I haven't got all that nasty stuff. So let me know. What I should have done was drawn the background on a different layer, but what we'll do is we'll sort that out in the next phase because I think I want to make the cat bigger. Definitely needs to be bigger. Mm. We'll see how it goes. Get some trees in here. And all right. Hopefully we can keep this going for the whole picture before my kids come home. So for anyone interested, I'm currently still working on the final issue of Squish and Squash. I think I just finished page 16 out of 22. So after this, I'll be working on page 17 because I'm just trying to get through this one in order. Because I have this bad tendency of skipping the pages I can't be bothered with and then being stuck with a whole lot of pages at the end that I was trying to avoid, and now I have to do all of them in one go. That is not the way to do it, folks. So, so yeah, page 17, I'll hope to have done today, which would leave me 5 pages to go. And I haven't got long before I have to hand it in, so I'm going to have to ramp it up. All right. I'll reshape that when I do the next part, so it's not a problem. Let's have a look. Okay. Hello, Todd Wakefield. Hi, on YouTube. How's it going? Felt like something needed to be put in the water. And maybe this little fish is following him along on his adventure. I don't know. Storm that here is bothering me. I think it needs to come up further. It might be better. So I was talking on my stream yesterday, the day before, when I was doing Squirrel Girl, that if I ever had the chance, and I'm not holding my breath or anything, to do one of those middle grade scholastic Marvel graphic novels that they do for kids, um, that I would want to do Squirrel Girl. If it was DC, I want to do Streaky the Super Cat. Just going to put that out there. Maybe I could pitch something with Franco. Maybe I should hit Franco up about that. He's got some, he knows some people. We've worked on a book together at DC. I don't know why I was going to put a crab in a tree. Cheapers. Anyway, um, yeah, like I think that'd be pretty cool. Don't know if anyone else would, but I would. It'd be super fun. So that's what I'd like to do if I got DC. I mean, um, I'm not going to be doing Wonder Woman or Batman or Superman or anything like that. Come on. But I think Streaky could be pretty cool. Not Streaky directly like he is in the comics, but more of like a superhero version. Oh, he is like my idea was the Superman family are off planet for whatever reason, and Streaky's left behind. And when bad guys come to attack, Streaky is the only line of defense. Maybe something like that. I don't know. So maybe that's too simple. I don't know. Sometimes you got to keep it simple. That's the old saying, right? Okay. So I'm going to just make the cat a bit bigger. Doesn't matter if we mess it up too much because we're going to clean it up in a minute. So now I'm wondering, does he need? That might be better, eh? And then what I'll do is move the vine. Oops. Oops. Start on the page would help. Move the vine. And maybe a bit more like that. Yeah, maybe. Cool. All right. Under the colour of the mist, crossover of Streaky the cat chasing Tippy Toe, yeah. Marvel versus DC. That's the new pitch for the new Marvel versus DC. Streaky versus Tippy Toe. But if we were sticking to DC, who could he fight? First, I was thinking, well, you still stick with the Lex Luthors and stuff. But then I thought, are there enough animal characters to have him come up against? Dick Star from the Red Lanterns. I actually drew that picture. Um, that would be a good one. Um, depending on what you're allowed, there's Captain Carrot from the Zoo Crew, or the whole Zoo Crew. But do you want to go that far into the animal side? I don't know. Crypto, obviously, although Streaky's supposed to be the only one still, you know, back on Earth. So, don't know. And I also don't want to start just making League of Super Pets, um, which I really loved. I just not sure about all the voice casting, but I like the idea. Right, let's move on to going to lower the opacity on the rough layer as we do. Put a new layer on top so we can clean up or trace, I guess. And we can make adjustments as we go. But so many projects I want to work on, so many that I've got in my Google Drive, in my creative ADD folder. But time is quite limited. But at least it means that once I'm finished my books that I'm currently working on, I have things to try and develop up a bit more. I have a junior graphic novel that I'm quite keen to get onto next for younger readers. And I have some chapter book ideas too, which would be different. It's quite hard though, because the way I do comics, I rely on visual gags a lot. So, stuff that's not written. Um, but if I was to write a book, I can't really get away with that. So it'll be a challenge, a nice challenge. Keep looking at my laptop instead of the camera. I'll get there. But my junior graphic novel, which I'm not going to talk about because I'm not going to talk about in detail. I love it. I really love the idea. And I really, really want to get that made into a book and get it out into kids' hands because I think it's got a nice message once you get to the end of it. I think it's fun getting to the end. And the characters are um, quite nice characters, lovable characters. So yeah, hopefully that becomes a thing. And we'll see what else. I had an idea for a um, like a middle grade spy story, but that needs more work. My pirate story, have to wait till someone's buying pirates again, apparently. And what else? I want to do something with a llama. I feel like llamas are underrepresented. It's one of my two favorite animals. So so maybe I'll give the llama a spotlight. I have an idea for a buddy adventure with a llama, and the buddy will probably be a chicken. So, it's all stuff to keep working on. As I say, if you are in the chat, in the stream, watching the stream, then feel free to jump in the chat and say hi, start a conversation, gives me something to talk about. What movies are you watching? What TV shows are you watching? What are you reading? Why is that part of the vine so much thinner than the other part of the vine? Oh, these are all questions that we need answers to. I've been watching Skeleton Crew still. I'm still behind. I think I finished episode 4 last night, maybe. So I'm halfway. And Squid Game. Squid Game season 2. I'm about halfway through that as well. I'm being lazy and just watching the English dub this time. It's fine. That way I can draw while I'm watching. So it's helpful. And I haven't been streaming games too much because I've been falling asleep at night. So that's not cool. Tonight, maybe, I say that every time. Tonight, maybe I might, tonight, my time, which if you're in America will be stupid o'clock in the morning. So I don't get many viewers on my game streams. Um, yeah, it's usually Fortnite. Black Manta came into the Fortnite shop today, and that's a pretty smooth skin, that one. So I might buy that one. I just bought Shredder the other day from Ninja Turtles. And that is cool. But I'm thinking I might do some platforming games instead. So maybe Sackboy's Big Adventure. I've mentioned that one. There's another one, The Five Pirates of Mara, I think it's called. I'm debating whether I get that. Do I rebuy Crash because my disc version got scratched and I can't play it anymore? I don't know. Alpacas have taken the llama spotlight. I know, right? Man, rude. Llamas are the llamas are the goat. Creature Commandos was fun. Yeah, I watched I think I've only watched the first one. Didn't hate it, so I should go back to that actually. Um, I need to see where that goes. I'm really confused about this whole DC Studios universe reboot because um, Creature Commando is supposed to kick it off. Then Superman's the first real live action kickoff, and I'm so super looking forward to that. However, hasn't he said that Peacemaker is also in the continuity, which then makes Peacemaker season 1 have to be in continuity, which then has to make the Suicide Squad that he directed in continuity. But that would have to make the first Suicide Squad movie in continuity because they brought Harley Quinn and Rick Flag Jr. over from that movie. Man, it's so confusing. It's like when they when they soft rebooted Bond with Daniel Craig. That was cool because it was a nice break and they started again. However, they brought Judi Dench over which then muddied it up. So, you know, is it not a start over? I don't know. Like, if you're gonna do if you're gonna do a reboot, do a full reboot. Anyway, that is me being, um, I don't know, picky, pedantic. I don't know. However, as I said, super looking forward to Superman. Can't wait. I'm going to read the comments out so it doesn't look like I'm answering nothing in case people are on a different platform because I'm on Twitch and YouTube at the moment. So, under the cowl of MS. Speaking of Squirrel Girl, I brought the game Squirrel with a Gun. Oh, yeah. I only played about half an hour, but interesting and fun with simple control considering the gun is as big as the squirrel. Yeah, I've seen that come up a lot of times on my various gaming platform streams, um, shops, I should say. What is it though? Is it a third person shooter? Like, I'm actually curious. Like, I haven't watched any gameplay videos, but I am curious. I'm also curious. Like, Goat Simulator is so popular, and they've got sequels. Did it really need sequels? I've never played it, so I don't know. Maybe it did. Maybe there were burning questions at the end of Goat Simulator 1. So I don't know. But Squirrel with a Gun, yeah. It's like snakes on a plane, right? It piques your interest. So I'm keen to know more. What I'd really like to do is stream, because most of my platformer games are probably on my Switch Lite, but you can't stream the Switch Lite. And I just brought a PS5, so I'm not going to go out and buy a proper Switch. Um, Maybe if I sell more books, I can get a Switch 2 when it comes out. I don't know. But if anyone has recommendations for good platformers, hit me up. Then I can do some chill vibes, platform streaming, play and chat. Games that I can pause are good because if my kids wake up in the night and come out into the lounge, I can pause the game and not have to end my stream. Um, which was my problem with Fortnite, is that once you're in, you're in. And it's sort of essential to not be away from keyboard in that game. So yeah, platformers are cool. I'm a pretty mid gamer, so the easier the better. Also, as I say, let me know if my audio is okay because I'm using a different microphone that I just bought. So I'm really hoping that it's money well spent, maybe. Just looking over at the chats. So we're getting somewhere with the cleanup. I don't know if I'm going to have time to cover this whole thing. Usually I only just do a character with no background, and then we can sort of get through it. I don't know. What are we going to do about the alpacas? That's the question. Audio seems fine. Thanks very much. It's always good to check in. My computer is muted, so because I don't want echo and stuff. And then oftentimes I'll think it's fine, and then I'll go back and watch the stream afterwards and be like, no, all that witty banter and um, you know, cool insights to stuff. Lost. It's not true. None of those things happened on my stream. The bad audio did, not the witty insights. Man, I don't know, something about the shape of that tree. I don't know. Maybe if I give it a more natural flow. Oh, that got thick. That's all right. Right. I think I might have covered most of it. Just this must be extremely great just looking at my hat the whole time. Well, hopefully you're looking at the art anyway and not the little webcam video. Mm. So if you've got this on in the background while you're doing stuff, sorry that I'm giving you a bit of dead air instead of talking all the time. Try my best. Should I take this off? All right. Maybe we can do a little bit of color. I don't know. Probably just put that back to where it was. Sort of modelled him after my cat. Because we've got a ginger cat, which we got as a kitten. We had, oh no. I think the drawing has stopped again. So give me 1 second. And we'll try and get it back on. Maybe. Oh, technology. What are we seeing? Oh, thanks very much. I don't want to mispronounce your name. Just two on? I don't know. I don't want to be rude and mispronounce, but thank you. However, I'm not getting anywhere with my picture just disappeared. So I'm just trying to bring it back up. So, un momento, por favor. This is the second stream that's done this. It's really annoying. I pay for this one too. It says it's connected. Yet here we are with no drawing on the screen. Let's try and add a new window capture then. I'm going to try it again. Sorry, folks. If you've just jumped on in the hopes of seeing me draw, I may have failed you. We were, we were getting along quite well with that. Okay, it says it's open, says it's streaming, but it's only showing this. Arg, that's so annoying. Okay. Hey, look at that. Oh, we got there. Man, what happened? Hopefully we got there. See, told you I was keen for that Superman movie. However, something is still not working. And I think part of the problem is this internet connection is not helping today. It's extremely laggy now. Right. Could you be any more annoying? Glad this doesn't happen to other streamers. It's just stuck. What has happened? Oh, I thought we had it. Something is going on, folks. Sorry. I was going to sing the praises of Duet Display, but maybe it is my internet connection. The bar keeps dropping down a bit. But it's all right because soon I'm going to have my own office. We'll all be plugged into Ethernet and life will be good. And hopefully won't drop out. Gosh, this would be a simple fix. If you've stuck around through all this, thanks. Might be my iPad internet. Oh, rookie. I'm down the other end of the house, and now we have to use an extender for this end of the house, and it looks like I forgot to swap it over. So if the stream is going well up until now, hooray. Um, that does not help you now if you're watching. Now it looks better, so let's see if we can actually get on. Says broadcasting. Oh, it is. Hey, we're back in real time. Yep, cool. Hopefully, some people are still here. Sorry. Hi, Isa. Hi. Hello to everyone. Sorry that you had to jump into a stream where I was experiencing technical difficulties. That wasn't cool. But whoever's still around, thanks. That was just that was ridiculous. But we're back. So if there's something you want to chat about, chat away. What are you watching? What are you playing? What are you reading? What are you doing? What are you making? Who's your favorite Marvel character? Who's your favorite DC character? Etc. etc. I'm still trying to figure out if I want to jump on the anime train in terms of watching stuff because I haven't been a fan um, outside of the Studio Ghibli stuff. So I narrowed it down because everything is so um, there's so much like history and stuff in a lot of these shows that I want to try. It's a lot to watch. So I narrowed it down to Naruto, which I watched the first episode of and I kind of dug. Dragon Ball, which seems like an impossible task at this point, or My Hero Academia. Mostly because they pop up in Fortnite. Oops. Um, and I have watched an episode of, I think I've watched the first episode of all three of them. Or do I just go and watch old school Pokemon? Or do I Americanize it and actually watch all of Avatar The Last Airbender, which I have never watched all of. I've only watched bits of. What character are you drawing? Just random character, just one of my own ones. Open to suggestions for future streams. If there's a character you want to see me draw. As long as it's safe for work, because we're keeping the stream PG or G maybe, I don't know. PG probably. Because my job is writing and drawing graphic novels for kids, and because those kids may stumble across my YouTube and probably not Twitch so much, I just want to keep it all family friendly. So yeah, but if you have suggestions, I'll certainly take them under consideration. If you're on Twitch, there's a suggestion box on my page in the About Me section, just under the actual About Me where I talk about myself. If you're on YouTube or if you're on Twitch as well, drop it in the chat. Drop it in the chat. And then, yeah, or look at this. You can follow me on other social medias by going to these places. Smooth. Right. It's at Mike Hartigan on most places. Instagram and the app formerly known as Twitter. Still Twitter in our hearts. I'm usually active on those ones. And Blue Sky. Was Blue Sky on that picture? I can't remember. I think it was. I'm over there as well. No, I can't remember what color clothes I gave him last time, so I'm just going to wing it. But he is an adventurer, so we're going to go maybe somewhere around here. Because I don't know what I'm going to do with this character still, I don't want to give his name away. So I'm going to call him Adventure Cat for now. As I said earlier in the stream, I might be retooling him to be less of a adventurer type and moving towards maybe a spy type or something. Um, the name works anyway, but for now we'll call him Adventure Cat, because why not? For those interested, I have a book coming out in November from Paper Cuts. I'm just going to drop this tidbit in every stream a couple of times because I don't know who's coming in and going out. But I've teamed up with Franco, who, amongst many other things, co-created Tiny Titans at DC. We've co-created a book called Chase Speedington, which comes out from Paper Cuts in November. It's a graphic novel, middle grade, and yeah, hopefully people dig it and we get a second book on that one because he's a fun character to draw and a fun character to follow along on adventures. So that's cool. That's coming out in America in November. I'm not sure about the rest of the world yet. I'm not even in America. I'm beaming to you all the way from the bottom of the world in New Zealand. And as I mentioned before as well, I've got an unannounced project that has gone off to the printers, I think, this week. So an announcement hopefully is coming very soon, and I can talk about it properly. But all going to plan that'll actually come out before Chase. That's my debut book, and that's my debut book as an author and illustrator. It's a graphic novel as well. That's one that I wrote and drew, whereas Chase I co-created with Franco, but I'm only doing the art, not the writing. So it's exciting, man. It's exciting times. I'll take Young. I'll take character requests, but I don't know about whole scene requests. Who's Fireheart? I'll have to look that up. I don't want to be a cat heavy stream, but I could do it after I've done other ones on other streams. Come back to it. But it's good to learn about new characters too. So make a note of that. Oh, we've got. Sorry, I didn't see. Oh man, I've got bots chatting me on chatting to me on Twitch. I'm not going to pay for viewers, and I'm not going to follow you and support your creator code just because you popped into my stream. If I watch your stuff and I like you, I will support you. That's fair. I'm not being a dick. Just if you're coming in just to tell me to use your code or tell me to go and buy some viewers, nah. So good. We got the chat happening on YouTube. If you are watching and you haven't subscribed, it'd be really cool if you'd take a second to hit the subscribe button. I'm live streaming quite regularly lately, quite into it. And if you have made requests, then it's more likely you'll see if I do it if you're subscribed. And turn on notifications. Oops, thought I'd change that to white. Turn on notifications because then the internets will tell you when I'm going live or when there's a new video. But you're on YouTube already, you know how things work. But yeah, it would mean a lot if you hit the subscribe and the notifications and all that. Give the video a like. That'd be cool too. No pressure. I'm not going to make you do anything you don't want to do. But I will say it's appreciated. Working my way up to 200 subscribers on YouTube. Getting there slowly. I feel like getting 10,000 subscribers is such a pipe dream. But maybe come back in 5 years and we'll see where we are. Maybe when my books come out, it'll blow up a little bit. We'll see. Then I can get one of those fancy buttons. Oh, put it behind me on my live stream when I get my new office built. Be one of those flex guys. Nah. I think we were more right that. Sorry, I'm just looking because if the kids come home, we might have to abruptly stop because they're quite noisy people. Yeah, that's better, eh? You don't have to be perfect. It's just a draw and chat. Just make it look nice. Kevin Studios, what's up? What's up? What's up? I keep looking over at the laptop instead of the camera. Hope all is good. Hope all is good in your world. I feel like sometimes I need to come on these streams like Cody Rhodes and be like, so, what do you want to talk about? Whereas at the moment, it's more like LA Knight with the whole, well, let me tell you something. So, yeah, feel free to open up a discussion topic. Okay. Maybe we can wind him down for a minute. Let's do the vine. So, yeah, if you've got any questions about what I'm doing while I'm drawing, what I am using, just anything you want to know, then yeah, hit me up in the chat. I'll do my best to answer. I don't know everything, but I know some things. Cool. All right. Let's leave him there for now. Open up a new layer underneath the first color layer. And actually just get rid of that. Yeah, let's go blue. That is black blue. Let's go. I was going to go a bit more murky, but let's keep it bright. I haven't put any danger in the picture this time. It's not being chased by anyone or stalked by anyone, so he's having a good day. We can keep it that way, maybe. Keep bumping stuff with my other fingers. What I'll do is do another layer just to keep it a bit easier if I want to move or change stuff. Or if I want to do a flood fill because it won't work if I'm coloring on the same layer as the blue was. I'll change the whole blue. Whereas now, bam, magic. Which this is what I mean. See, changes all of it. So it's not too bad if it's only a little bit. That dot is annoying me though. Voila. So if you're wondering, the drawing's being done in Procreate on an iPad Pro, and it's pretty much, well, it is the only drawing app I use now. I've drawn a whole graphic novel in it. Drawing Chase Speedington, my graphic novel coming out in November. That's all done on Procreate. And all the issues of Squish and Squash, which is a 4-issue comic I did. They came out through Keenspot in America. I'm currently finishing up issue 4, and that is all the issues were done on Procreate as well. So yeah, and it's not a subscription program; it's a one-off payment, and I like that. Like I get it, I get why companies do the subscription thing, but it's not cool, man. I mean, it's cool in the terms that um, when they update stuff, you'll get the updates. You're not stuck with an old version or whatever. But Procreate doesn't do that. You pay the one-off fee, and it's not even that much, and you get all the updates for free afterwards. I feel like there hasn't been a really big Procreate update for a while though. I think one's supposed to be coming though. Just having an idea. So one thing that Procreate doesn't do is gradients. You can try and fudge it. Some people use a blur, which I'm not that keen on. Um, so they'll do like they've got the blue and maybe like this blue. Then they'll just do this. Actually, I don't mind that. And then they'll go to sorry, this one, and Gaussian blur. You know, okay, so it does work, but I usually just grab an airbrush, the soft one. Depending on what I'm doing, I'll have it at a decent size, but it can get quite carried away. And then it's a bit of control, see, and then I can sort of go a bit darker, blend it up a bit more nicely than just doing the blur. I don't know. Each to their own. Did something wrong there. I think I coloured it on this. I did. It's all right. Because I want to delete this. Because what I'll do instead is I'll take the colour. Actually, no, I won't. So I'll go to the line, I'll alpha lock it, alpha lock, and do a bit of that action. An easy way to colour your lines. And also see where you've not coloured properly. Yes, that looks much better. Swap back to that colour, and I'll do the same here, which will be the the fish splash when I get to it. See now, because of there being light, I think we can change the colour of it. Good as gold. Wondering what one's going to work better on this though. It's not too bad. Alrighty. What I'll do now is put a layer under the water one. There'll be a little bit of fixing up to do on some stuff. Try that. And this way, by putting the layer underneath, if it wasn't obvious, means that you're not coloring anything on any above layers. Everything's underneath, which can be very handy. Yeah, I'll fix that up later. Doesn't matter. What we can see here is that we did not stay within the lines. But because we drew under the layer, the brown is still there. So cool beans. Cool, cool. All right. We are progressing. We are progressing. Just going to take a drink. It's very hot here today. but I have a little bit of a breeze coming through the window, which is nice. For those wondering, I'm currently residing in my son's room because our house flooded. But that's all getting fixed now, which is cool. And I'm just every day is a little bit closer to getting my office built. I'm going to try and set up a nice sort of wall behind me where I can have a nice sort of streaming background as well. That'll work for both my drawing ones and my game ones. So yeah, in case you didn't know, if you want to watch someone who's a very mid gamer, then I'm your man. And I usually do that in my night times, which means, yeah, as I said before, if you're in America, you'll almost definitely be asleep. But the live streams go nowhere afterwards. They're still on YouTube. How interesting that'd be, I don't know. But yeah, if anyone's got any good recommendations for some platform games, hit me up. Has anyone played Cult of the Lamb? That's one that I want to maybe look at. And what was the other one? Hollow Knight, maybe? Nine Souls, maybe? Sackboy's Big Adventure. I bought it ages ago. Oh, not ages ago, about a month ago. Haven't even cracked it open yet. Maybe that's the one. As I said, I wish I could stream my Nintendo Switch, Switch Lite, but I can't. So if the platform game is on PlayStation or PC, however, I prefer to play when it can accept a PlayStation controller. And most Steam ones use the Xbox controller overlay, so I get confused because I don't really know Xbox controller. Like, I know where square, circle, triangle, X are off by heart. Um, so it's annoying when I have to use the inputs for a different one. Whinge, first world problems much. But anyway, yeah, bonus points. If it's a PC one that will accept a PlayStation controller properly, we'll see. Thought somebody was here, sorry. I also want to try an Astrobot. That looks pretty cool. I played the one that comes built into the PS5. And I guess that's a taste of the game because that's more just like, this is what your PS5 can do. Um, so maybe when that comes down in price. But otherwise, yeah, open to Rex. I'm going to go another layer deep because now I want to do the bushes which are behind the embankment or whatever. Just want to make sure that is a new layer or I start drawing on it. So mostly, well, in fact, this whole picture has been used just using standard default Procreate brushes that it comes with. What I tend to do, and it's mostly the same for my comics too. Um, Studio Pen is the one when I'm coloring because it has a bit of surface area and it's just smooth. See? Um, and when I'm doing line work, depending on the size I want, I have three. Um, I've set this under stabilization to max with everything else at 0. And what that means is I'm getting a smooth line. See? Um, but for coloring, see, it's not so good. It's got a bit of that sort of pullback. It's got a name, I can't remember. Anyway, so those are really the main two I use. And then if I want fancy stuff, then I'll usually buy some brushes from third parties. If I want certain shapes, or if I'm lazy and I want um, clouds or um, space stuff, because a lot of my books I was working on had space stuff. So stars and everything. It's just a nice handy tool. Gumroad is a good place to get those. You can even get some good free ones. Oh, I didn't put the markings on the other trees. Silly. It's all right. So we'll grab our technical one, go back up to the inking layer, turn the alpha lock off, or else we won't be able to draw on it. And just randomly do whatever you want. It's your tree. And boom, there we go. Look, they look a bit more tree-like now. All right, we're going to go another layer deep because the white area in the back is just going to be jungle. Um, don't know. It's not too bad. I might lighten up a little bit. It's probably okay. You can use our airbrush trick on this one. So I'll go back to what I had. It might not be enough difference. And tend to go darker at the bottom because if any light was getting through, it'd be from the sun or whatever, moon. It's not too shabby. Now, what you could do is, do I have them still? Might have been on my old iPad. I used to have a whole lot of plant brushes. There are some built in somewhere, like here. A couple of these are right. Like you can get better ones um, online, which is what I tend to do. But I don't have them on this iPad. So what we could do is either see what these look like. And what I would do is put a layer on top, set it to multiply, just at the top. Something like that, I don't know. Depends what you want it to look like, I guess. Sorry, camera's there. Depends what you want it to look like. Um, let's leave it for now. Because it's on a different layer, we can always turn it off. Above that, but behind the bushes, we're going to do these trees. Um, and the bush sitting in front of the tree. Um, I think this one I will color back on that layer that's above the tree. So I'm probably not going to go as far as putting like shadows and highlights on the background because just for time. Um, I will try and at least block in all the flat stuff. Once again, it's probably that time to pimp my socials. So once again, feel free to follow me on the other social medias as shown there. Oh, Hydrazone, you actually caught one of my live streams. What's up? Scroll with the gun looks fun as yeah. I need to watch some gameplay and see what it actually is. Is it a platformer? Is it a third person shooter? Like what is it? What is it? It keeps coming up on my Epic Games or Steam shops, one of them. I think it's on PlayStation 2 as well, right? 2 as well. Um, just trying to find a cool game to stream. Everyone streams Fortnite, and I'm so mid. Um, I want to just like a chill vibes, hangout game. I was going to do Disney Dreamlight Valley, and then I thought, man, how embarrassing if I can't figure out how to play it. So, so yeah, maybe a platformer. Oh, it's on PS5. Yeah, but what sort of? I know. Yeah, but what sort of game is it? Like, is it Is it? What is it? I'll watch some YouTube videos. Like, I know you run around as a squirrel with a gun. That much I've got. You're a squirrel who can get and does get a gun, and you go around completing objectives and killing people to get acorns. That doesn't sound like a game I could stream on my PG website, my PG channels. Is it like GTA? See, like Fortnite, I don't mind because when you eliminate someone, the little drone comes and beams them away like the Matrix. They're not actually dying. There's no blood and stuff. So I, I feel it's acceptable. I let my kid play it. Um, but, you know, to finish him a while. So have you actually played it? Or have you just watched it on YouTube? Gosh, now I want to play it. Maybe I'll just play it without streaming it. Cult of the Lamb is another one I mentioned before that I'm always tempted to buy. The one I really wanted was Samurai Jack Battle Through Time. Can't blink and get it anywhere now. Or do I do a game like Uncharted? Start from the start. I want to do Red Dead Redemption, but obviously that's an R-rated game. I could probably stream it just on Twitch and leave my YouTube a bit more wholesome. I mean, talk about best games ever, man. Anyway, I've got a week and a half left. Actually, it's tomorrow. I think tomorrow's Friday over here. I lose track. So I've got just over a week left of kids being home for school holidays. Then I can palm them back off to the teachers. My wife is one of those teachers, so she doesn't get to. She gets a break from our kids, but some of the days of the week she teaches in their class. Um, but it does mean I'll be able to get more work done, and it does mean I'll be able to try and set up some sort of regular schedule for streaming. As I said, I'm thinking of starting a weekly program on my stream where I get other creators on with me and we just draw and chat. That'll be the Scribble Squad. Hashtag Scribble Squad. You all are the Scribble Squad. Sounds a little less in your face than the Scribble Army or something. Why did I do that wrong? I did that wrong. It's supposed to be this one. So yeah. Hello, Scribble Squad. It's a bit of a mouthful. I keep going to say Squirrel Squad, which would be acceptable, but we scribble. Just watch YouTube. Kiddos watch it. They're fascinated with it. Okay, so maybe you're the wrong person to ask, but would you let your kids play it? Is it, how violent does it look? Like outing you on YouTube. I'm going to YouTube it after I finish the stream. Okay, cartoonish. All right, I'll have a look at it. Hey, I'm going to show something as well because I did this new video intro for the start of my streams, and some of you have only popped up now, and I want to show it off. So anyway, watch this, and then I'll be back. It's only 7 seconds. So I kind of dig that. And I wonder how delayed my stream is compared to what I'm saying. I've completely left Mr. Crab uncovered. That is the wrong layer, folks. We've got to come back up above. So pull that size down a bit because it's getting away from me a bit there. Speaking of GTA, I do miss playing that, but I'm not paying for a PlayStation Plus subscription just so I can play online. Nope. So I bought it on PC, so I wouldn't have to pay to play online. But then it's not cross-platform, so I'd be playing with randos only, and also I'd be starting again. Although the PC version came with like a million GTA dollars and the nightclub and the all those things that me and Hydra grinded um, for so long. I don't know. Just feels like a lot of effort to start again, even with the head start. Red Dead, I hate going through that intro that you're forced to do, but once you're out of that, I can do what I want, right? It's pretty cool. So, I don't know. Actually, Hydra, you might have watched Have you watched Transformers 1? Have your kids watched it? Because I bought it and I keep meaning to go and watch it and I haven't watched it yet. Or your kids like, nah, it's a cartoon. I could just play WWE 2K24. Um, but my YouTube blocked my video. I think it was because I was playing Showcase and it shows all that video content from like old WrestleManias and stuff. Um, because it already mutes the ring entrance music, which is annoying, but I get it. But yeah, like a day later, it came up and goes, "Your video has been blocked globally." So I was like, "I'll just take it down. I don't care." So I'd have to play either career mode, which I'm currently stuck on, or just free play. So at least that game is a good casual game. Maybe I should play like Need for Speed, or I do play Disney Speedstorm. That is super fun. I think we've covered most of the bases on this picture now. So I'm not sold on the bushes completely. Um, what it could be though is needing a different color in there. Also, I don't have all my cool plant brushes, as I said. So what does this one look like? Maybe an orangey. Set it to multiply, and then we can play with the opacity. What does this one look like? Yeah, that's more of a tree one. Maybe if it was big. Nope. Um, it really looks like the paper daisy is the only acceptable. It does have that sort of cool pressure opacity thingy going on. And maybe we could throw another layer on top. Hmm, too light maybe. Oh, I need some yellow in there. I never heard of GTA roleplay. I just don't know if I want to get back into GTA at the moment. It's just, I don't know. That's all right. It's not too bad. Maybe need some more up. It'll do. I haven't watched Gran Turismo the movie. I just thought it seemed kind of lame. I don't know. I think it's got David Harbour in it though, which is cool. Probably watch it. It's like we're not even going to try and adapt the game. We're just going to say they actually play the actual game in the movie. Oh yeah. Um. Yeah. No. Maybe I'll give it a go. I buy all these movies when they're on sale on Fridays in the Apple shop. Oh, I forgot a whole piece of bush. And yeah, cool. I can watch that, and then I never watch them. But I'll recommend one movie to people, not kids, is Sisu. It's a foreign movie, so it's subtitled. But man, it is so just. That's crazy. It's crazy. It's like it's like a Tarantino movie, and maybe even crazier. It's about this dude who's like a gold miner in World War II. Um, and it's been a while since I saw it, so I'm just if I'm wrong, sorry, but he's like I think he gets stopped by some Nazis one day after he's been gold mining, and they take his gold, I think, and he goes. Maybe they do something worse than that. I don't know. He goes on this mission of vengeance. Anyway, he's like this one man army. He's taking out all these Nazi platoons. It's so funny. Um, so yeah, that was cool. Then I've brought like the original four Indiana Jones because it was a bundle. I wouldn't have bought number four otherwise. Um, because I wanted them in 4K. And probably Back to the Future. I think I brought in 4K as well. But I don't know. I'm just like I'm always playing games or drawing. So yeah, again, first world problems and problems of my own making. So I should stop whinging. Said I wasn't going to do all this stuff, but I felt like the tree needed it. So we just put a multiply layer on top of the tree layer. And I'm not good at naming my layers, which has come back to haunt me. So be better than me. But good thing about this is if can't quite get the right color, you can just play with the opacity once you've done it. And often that actually helps. I.e., going like this. Oops, going like this. Still didn't put that splash back in. Okay, let's do that now. It's not the right color. It was the right color. Okay, so we'll do that above the water. Let's do something simple. Gosh. There we go, we're a little fishy. And that'll do for the fish. Then if you want it to be fancy, I guess, put a clipping mask over the rocks. I'll just pick the same color for now. I got these cool brushes, which I use for a whole lot of different stuff, mainly just this one brush. But it's a Kirby Crackle set. Um, so like old school energy from the old comics like Jack Kirby used to draw, hence Kirby Crackle. But I use this energy one for quite a lot of stuff because depending on the size you're using, it can be quite cool for texture. So I'll see how this multiply goes. Might be too light. Oh, that's all right. Yeah, that's all right. So you could do like that. Just a little bit less. Yes. Then we'll calm it down a bit. Or you could do a green and have sort of like a algae growing on it, I guess. So cool. I think we can pretty much call that one done for this exercise. So I'll go back to my technical pens somewhere under inking. That one's probably okay. Do a layer on top of everything else. Put it over here. Square it up a bit. And I think we're done for this one. So there we go. I appreciate you guys on the stream, camera, um, especially with the technical difficulties at the beginning and in the middle somewhere there. But thanks for sticking with it. Thanks for the chat. That's super appreciated. And remember, please, if you're on Twitch, hit that follow button. If you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Turn on notifications so you know when I go live because I'm doing it quite often. And if you have any suggestions for drawings for me in the future, drop them in a message on DMs in the chats while I'm streaming, or if you're on Twitch, go to my About page on my channel and there's a suggestion box. Otherwise, once again, for the last time on the stream, please follow along. I don't know if my microphone works when I switch over. So follow along on those pages. I'm on all the socials at Mike Hartigan, and I will see you next stream. I appreciate you, and so long.